indie games are poor, and it's pretty difficult for your average indie game to compete with the titans of the industry. So that's why today I'm sharing the solution that we've all been waiting for: alternative art styles. From pixel art and drawn to 3D, today I'll be ranking these art styles and find out which one is the best for starting indie game dev. To be honest, I just really want to show you some of my favorite games. So first of all, we have Undertale. Undertale is a game that stood out because of its story. This is one of my favorite pixel art games overall. I mean, I could be biased because of the story, but the pixel art graphics are good as well. So for the graphics, I will give it an 8 out of 10. Speaking of pixel art, one of my other favorite games is Everhood. I really like this game because of the music. It's not all pixel art, but they also incorporate 3D elements. Most of these indie games have like multiple art styles. I think it's good when you're making a game to really think about all these art styles and what they can achieve. Overall, I give it an 8.5 because it was better than Undertale, but there's better things ahead. Speaking of 3D art, this is one of the games that impressed me the most. I really like their 3D style that they managed to accomplish. The gameplay was also very good. It had very good elements and boss fights. The art is really beautiful. Most of these indie games opt for alternative art styles, and these art styles sometimes are laughed at by regular players that play mostly AAA games. Most people just care about the realism and not the art style itself. So for this one, I give it a 9 out of 10. Inscription was one of my favorite games last year. It incorporates a 3D art style but with a pixel art kind of filter. There's multiple art styles in the 3 acts, but the first act is the one that stands out the most. I really love the art style, but mostly the sound design, and it's a really mysterious game, and to me this is a 9 out of 10. Castle Crashers is one of my favorite games of all time. I really love its hand-drawn art style, and it's such a classic that holds up after so many years. This game is such a masterpiece, and for the art style, I have to give it a 9 out of 10. It's just so good, and everything just looks amazing. The same company also produced a game called Battle Block Theater, and this one is also really amazing. I really love hand-drawn things. They just hold up so well. Mostly these kinds of art styles are the art styles that hold up for the future, because if you try to make a realistic game, there's always gonna be more realistic games after. But if you do it in an art style like this, it can go 10 years later and the game still looks great. For this one, I give it 7.5 out of 10. I mean, it's probably better, let's be honest, than Castle Crashers, but I really love Castle Crashers, so I mean, I have to give it lower. A Short Hike uses 3D elements with a 2D pixel art filter. It's a really great game. It's a small game, but I really loved it when I played. You just explore this island and find many hidden treasures, and it's a really cozy game, and this art style is just amazing, and I just can't say enough about this game. I really love this art style. It's really cozy, so I must give it a 9 out of 10. The games that I covered before might be more memorable, let's just say, but this game just has a really good music and a really good art style. It's just so cozy, and I have to give it this rating. Octopath Traveler, it's a game that made a very specific art style famous, which is 2.5D, which is basically pixel art but 3D. This type of art style has become really famous lately, and since the success of this game, I've been seeing a lot more things in 2.5D, so I really think this game really pushed this art style kinda to the mainstream, I guess. For this, I rate it an 8 out of 10, because it's good, but it's not one of my favorites. These were some of my favorite games and art styles that I've come across the years, and if you're an indie game dev and you came to know which art style you should use, everybody knows that pixel art is the way to go. Maybe?